welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley and this is Crafty Chat number 54. So today I only have works in progress to show you. I don't have any finished objects. So the last week kind of got away from me a little bit because of some life stuff. My 9-year-old took a fall, I guess you could call it, and broke her arm last Tuesday, and it's Thursday now, so a little over a week ago. So that was a little bit of an ordeal because it was on a snow day, so all the roads were closed, and it took a little bit for us to get out to primaries in Utah where they wanted to do a surgery to fix it because it was bad enough they couldn't just cast it. So that put me behind a little bit because then it was Easter, like right after that, so I was getting everything ready for Easter once we got home from all those shenanigans. So I am falling behind on all the things that I need to get done this month, and 2 of them are gifts that need to be mailed out before the end of this month, and then the other 2 are baby blankets that are needing to be done sometime in May. So yeah, nothing is done because I'm still working on everything. So I am just going to start with the luck of the draw blankets that I've been working on, which are the baby blankets. So my original plan was just to do 10 weeks of each of these. This one here, I stopped after the 9th week because I decided it was big enough. And then I've started a border, but I haven't gotten very far, so I'll see if I can show you kind of. So it is very big for a baby blanket. I would call it more of a toddler blanket, but that's okay. This light is being weird. Let me hold on. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, so it's pretty big, but that's okay. That way they can use it for a long time, I guess. So I did stop after the 9th week, but if I would have done that, it would have ended with these 3 stripes, and that's a lot of light color right there, and I felt like it needed another dark row because there's some, like, it kind of goes back and forth between dark and light. Like, it starts a little bit dark, then there's some like back and forth a little bit, and so it just felt off center for me to have all that light right there at the end. So I did add 1 more row of that brown color, and then like I said, I started the border. Right now I'm just doing, I did a single crochet all the way around and then a double crochet. I don't know what my plan is. I was gonna, if I have enough, I might do like front post, back post a little bit to make a ridge. And right now I'm just using what's left of this color, since this is the color that kind of ties it all together, the greens and the browns and a little bit of the blue. So yeah, from there I didn't weave any of the ends before I started the border because I just wanted to work on it. I have not touched this since we've been back from all of last week's craziness, so I do need to get work on that, but other things have taken priority since I don't need to keep adding to it. I just need to finish the border and then the weaving in the ends. So my other one is the Beans and Baubles. Okay, so that one is the Cake Stripe Blanket by Sorella, and this one is Beans and Baubles Chevron by the Yarn Inspirations pattern. And hold on. Okay. So this one here is all the different blues. Ugh. And for this one, I decided to go a little more than 10 weeks, just because of the way the repeat works out. You repeat rows like 8 through 21 so many times, or however many times you want, and I wanted it to end on the main color, and so I think after week 11 it will be, and so I'm almost done. So I just have 1 more color to add of week 11's my second color of week 11, and then the last row of the main color, or last 2 rows technically, but and then that one will be done besides all of those ends that are all on the same side. So yeah, so there is that one. And this one's still a little bit bigger than I'd normally make for a baby blanket, but I think it's still a good size. Not quite as big as the other one. So those are my luck of the draw. I still don't like the way this light is in this room. We're in my basement because my craft room is messy, and we were in here doing my daughter's follow-up virtual appointment. So I'm trying to figure out, like when I'm close up, the lighting's okay, and then I move back and it goes all weird. Okay, so my other blanket that I'm working on is what I'm doing for my 100-day project, and it's the temperature blanket for my now 2-year-old. So this is also hard to show because it's so big. It's actually just really wide, so I can show you. The last time I was here, so I've done this much, and there you go. So that's the last little bit. I'm finally getting, this is the beginning of April that I'm working on here with these green stripes. So I finally got a few warmer days in there, the greens and yellows, and like the peach and the mango are getting warmer. Haven't gotten to any of the 80-degree days or higher yet, because that'll be a different pink. Yeah, so with this one, I have caught back up to where I'm supposed to be. Technically I started it late, but for me, my first day, I've done like 46 or 47 days, and I'm going to stop at 50 days and switch it to a different project for the next 50 days, because that other one is a gift for somebody for Christmas, and while I would have time to finish that after this one, I kind of want to enter it into our county fair, and if I gave it away for Christmas, I wouldn't be able to enter it into next year's fair. So if I want to do it into this year's fair, I need to start working on that. So I think I'm going to take a break from the temperature blanket and start on that other blanket. So those are my blankets. Then I did start 2 more things since I last spoke to you guys. Stop. This first one is a football pillow, and the pattern is technically for a football shaped placemat. Hold on. So I have the first half done. So the placemat pattern I'm just following using different yarns that I'll show you here in a second. And so it's going to be bigger than the, well, not like a ton bigger, but a little bit bigger than a placemat would have been. And then I'm going to make two of them and put them together to make a pillow. So this first half is done. I'll show you the yarn real quick before I talk about it. So I am using, where did it go? 2 held together of this Bernat baby blanket tiny. So it's like Bernat blanket yarn, but it's thin. So I'm holding 2 together to get it thicker, and then the white is Premier Parfait, and it's like all tangled up, so sorry, and the color cream. And those are just in my stash. I didn't feel like buying anything for this if I didn't have to. So this pattern was interesting because you start at the bottom and you're kind of like increase, and then you actually make 1 half at a time. So you go up this whole half, and then you go up this whole half, and then you combine them back together up here and finish it off. So you have this hole in the middle basically that you come through and then make this part in the middle, which was really confusing, and I'm not sure if I did it right. But we're gonna go with it because it looks okay. So for the second half, I don't have very much done of it so far, just this much. But my plan is I would have already broken for the two halves if I wanted the laces to be there, but since it's the back of the football, there's only one thing of laces on a football. So I'm just going to do this whole part solid brown and not worry about that confusing part. So once this is done, I can attach those together and fill it with some stuffing stuff. So that is, oops. And then this bag like fell over while I was driving in the car, so it's all tangled up and I haven't had a chance to fix it. So then the final thing that I'm working on is a Pikachu for my little brother for his birthday. And all of the patterns will be linked down below like usual. So I did start putting him together last night, and of course I had to pick, well, okay, my mom is having me make this for him, so it's kind of from both of us and she's gonna pay me for it. But I sent her a bunch of pictures of free patterns, and next time I might be a little more picky about which patterns I send, because I'm still not super good at amigurumi, and I really like the patterns that tell you where exactly to attach or how to attach or what row to attach things on. And this one doesn't. It just shows pictures and says attach this here, attach this there. And this pattern has a million pieces that you have to put together. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm really bad at posting on there, but the last thing I posted was just a picture of all the Pikachu pieces before they were stuffed and before I was starting to put it together. So far, you probably can't tell what he is because I just have his head and his body, and then these are hips and then feet put together. But I don't know if I put the hips in the right spot, like even which direction the hips are supposed to go because they're shaped kind of weird. The feet are just made flat, and it doesn't tell me how I'm supposed to attach those. It just shows a picture. So from there, let me see if I can find my pieces. I'm going to have to add some ears. Here's his tail, which I need to attach across. I need to sew that across the top. His arms, which I do need to stuff still, and then finish those off. Most of these they said like stuff. They weren't ones that you like made the whole circle and closed up. You just kind of left it open, but they said to stuff it. So I just saved the stuffing for when I'm putting them all together. There's these two little stripes that'll go on his back. I just dropped one. And it came with this optional little Pokeball that needs to be stuffed and finished off. That he's supposed to be able to hold in his arms, like you can kind of glue them in. But I don't know if his arms are long enough as I was playing with it last night, so we'll see. And his cheeks. And I think that might be it. So I'm a little worried about that. And then his eyes are supposed to be like cut out of felt, which I'm not sure if I can cut a perfect circle out of felt and still make it look good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just kind of taking it a little bit at a time, but I do need to get it done quickly because his birthday is in like a week and a half. I'm probably forgetting something to talk about, but those are my works in progress. Like I said, no finished projects. I did work on my sweater a little bit, but it's not a noticeable enough change to show you guys. And yeah, I think that's everything. Sorry it's not super exciting around here when life gets in the way, but so this one's a little bit short and sweet. And sorry about the lighting. I don't know what was going on. I've never really recorded in here with my ring light, so I don't know why it didn't like when I like moved around. So hopefully I can edit some of those things out, but we'll see. Yeah, so thank you for being here and subscribing and liking if you would like to, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.